Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we're gathered here for more good old MyFaction goodness. Last time we sort of went through a little bit of everything, mostly just trying to maneuver our way around MyFaction, and mostly complaining about the punches and promos situation with that pack of cards. And as you can see, we've already are moving on to a new pack of cards because that's how it works. But either way around, this is the series where we kind of give you all little updates, typically, I guess, on a weekly basis now because I'm kind of living in the mode at this point a little bit. And we just sort of give you all updates on all the progress that we have made. We play through a couple of matches, and we just have a little chit chat and stuff like that. And it's a good time. So, as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice beverage, get comfy and cozy. And let's dive right into good old My Faction. So, the biggest update is this Faction Wars bosses area over here. We're actually going to be working through My Faction, or Faction Wars a little bit rather today. I get the two names mixed up, it's all lumped together. But we're going to work through a little bit of Faction Wars here in this episode and kind of go through that a little bit with y'all. You know, a little something different. But we're very close to hitting this challenge, and then we'll be halfway to this challenge as well. There's also an achievement if you hit 30 Faction Wars bosses, so that's cool. So we're getting there. And we're also getting there with the Proving Grounds medals. We're slowly but surely getting there. You can see over here, we've got our first Amethyst cards. We'll chit-chat about that in a second. And then, of course, down here, we are slowly approaching about the 3/4 of the way marker over here with our points, which is exciting. We're over 70,000, which is great. And the live events are at 93 out of 100, so we're getting very close to hitting a lot of these more like lifetime challenges, which is exciting. Again, the other ones like these oddity cards and just anything involving cards in general, it's just going to happen over time. So there's that. We don't care about the online stuff around here. We just don't. So we're going to try to cover everything else, right? Right. So they added in a whole bunch of live events, including this one over here. We started to work on this one this morning over coffee, and we actually did get one of these packs, so that's exciting. So, yay, go team. Here are the cards that you get, with this particular live event. So we're working our way through this one. And then we finally got the Gold Rey Mysterio card. It was 20,000 points, but we made it through. And we made it through this live event over here, so we got that Amethyst card for the 2006 Rey Mysterio. And then in turn, because we got that Amethyst card, we were able to complete the Dirty Dom chapter of Betraying Rey Mysterio. And we collected all the rewards over here. So we made a lot of progress in the live events and also just collecting the rewards. I mean, look at all the packs, look at all the points, that sort of thing. So we're making our way through slowly but surely through live events. Again, we only need 7 more wins in live events to go ahead and get that little Lifetime Challenge Award, which is kind of cool. Proving Grounds took a little bit of a backseat this week, as you can kind of see here. We only completed one match in Chapter 3. Weekly Towers! We completed Weekly Towers week 15. Week 16 should be out on Monday/tomorrow, because this should be uploaded on Sunday. So we'll tackle week 16 when we get to that point. We're still at level 11 in the collector's levels, but we've only got 7 cards left to go until we hit that level and we get another Amethyst card, so that's very exciting. I'm looking forward to getting the Amethyst Sheamus. He will immediately be placed on our little My Faction roster at that point. So with the My Collections, you can see that through these more premium packs, we're starting to get some of these more and more. We made quite a dent into the Soul Providers one, and I think that's because of, and also the Heat pack, and that's because of the live events that we got, and those packs kind of popped up there. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, Superstar Series 1, we are at 161 out of 216. This is our top priority with the collection, because it's just much more attainable. Even if we're just doing one card at a time. I know, such a huge accomplishment, but we are making some progress here, people. So this is the collection set that we're targeting right now. We have 7 out of 8 of these cards, and we'll get a cosmetics pack, which means more cards for us. So this card in particular, I believe we only have another like 1,500 points to go until we get to this card, and then we'll get the cosmetics. So this is currently the collection set that we're working on for my collection. And then as I mentioned previously, we're kind of working through a lot of these that are more like, pretty much like, not this one, but something like this where it's like silver cards, because we're working through the silver cards right now, and then we'll kind of see which ones we have after that. So these are all like silver and bronze cards ones, and then we already have the gold card for this, so we could always jump over to this one, right? So that's kind of the process for right now. Alrighty, so today we're going to do something just a little bit different here in good old MyFaction. We haven't attacked Faction Wars just yet. You can see we've been very much accumulating these tickets for some time. And that's because it does take me a little bit longer to get through the Faction Wars in general. But I found it to be one of the more fun sort of modes to go through, even though there are a bunch of ladder matches involved. Not my cup of tea, but it is what it is. And it's just much more fun than to painstakingly just lose all the time in the live events. So we're going to start a new run. We're going to go through a couple matches with y'all and just chit-chat like we usually do. Oh god, okay, that was loud. So here are the factions that we have to work with right now. So here's the men's division and here's the women's division for right now. Just to kind of give everybody a little bit of an update on where everything is at. We're getting more and more women's division cards, so that's pretty exciting. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and just keep with the men's division for a little bit. Alrighty, so we're going to apply the armor to pretty much give everybody just a little extra, nice little boost right out of the gate. Alright, ready to start your Faction Wars run? Yes. Select to confirm, we'll spend your ticket and start the run. Perfect, let's do it. So we're going to start out with a 4 versus 4 match because we have no other choice. So there's that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start out with let's go with Punk right out of the gate. Why not? Well, this is certainly a collection of people on a team. We're going up against LA Knight, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, and the Boogeyman. It's like one of these things is not like the other. And also, selfishly, I would like to see Punk and LA Knight have a little promo at some point. That would be great. I think we would all enjoy that. But either way around, I hope everyone's enjoying the series thus far. We'll be back with more My GM. I also started writing the spin-off series, and I've kind of decided just, throughout June, I have a plan to write a bunch of episodes and hopefully get that rolling. But right now I'm actually playing around with some different editing software because Premiere has been such a pain in my rear end lately, and I'm just looking for alternatives for right now. I'm on a Windows system, so, I mean, iMovie is out of the question. Although I am currently in the process of actually saving up for a new computer. Ideally, hopefully, I don't know, maybe a Mac or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what our options are going to look like. Again, that's going to be a process for the second half of the year, but just something that's on the radar. Yeah, so that's exciting. And, I'm able to provide videos and stuff like that for y'all. And, yeah, I mean, we're keeping it around, like, 2 to 3 videos a week still, no matter what. So I think that's important to acknowledge as well. We did take a little bit of a rest break this week, and that's okay. Like, that's just normal. Like, I think we all need a break, and it's a long weekend, and I just wanted to film a few videos for the week. June might be a little spotty because I have a little bit of dental work coming up, but that's all in the second half of the month, so first half of the month will probably be more like, oh my god, I'm going to pre-record a bunch of videos, and then, that sort of thing. But thankfully, it's nothing too crazy. I have to get a crown put in, so that's pretty much what's going on around here. So I don't know how that's going to impact things, if it does, but if there's slow uploads or, we might have longer breaks in between videos, that could be it. I don't know how I'm going to react to it because I've never had that before. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to have some pre-recorded content, some My GM, maybe sprinkle in some MyFaction here and there, but mostly just My GM, I think, for now. I think that'll be a good move because that way, that's something that I can just pre-record and go from there. Beautiful. GTS. There we go. Perfect. Bam. Alright, well, he broke up the pin. We're trying to be a little strategic over here because we want to make sure that all the people that are supposed to come in for the tag, like, that they can't come back in the ring or anything like that. But yeah, I've still been enjoying MyFaction, even as much of a pain in the butt as it's sort of been lately. I've just been like, well, maybe this is a sign that I need to focus on the other modes. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I mean, we're close to the ropes, right? Yay, go team! So, yeah, June's going to be a little bit busy, more so the second half of the month. I'm also working on my apartment improvement projects. So, that's basically just like, okay, like, let's add some pillows, or let's upgrade the coffee machine, you know, whatever, right? Like, little things like that. So, hopefully at some point, we could get a little apartment tour moment. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we are talking. We're catching up with y'all and just giving y'all all the updates, because that's important. And, like, transparency is key, right? Well, we'll see how things go. I don't know if you could hear that outside, but there's, like, a storm going on. This, like, happens every single time I go to record this series, and it's like there's a crazy storm that's happening. Although, I don't trust the storm right now, because, the sun's also out, and that makes me very nervous, because, you know, just, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird energy, it's a weird vibe. But this is not a weird vibe. Winning a match is not a weird vibe at all. Go team! So, yeah, right now I'm just currently getting a video or two filmed. There is matinee hockey today. So, that's also exciting, too. When's the hockey game on? I think it's on at 3 today. I was up a little late watching the... Actually, no, it wasn't even a late game last night. Yeah, so...
Here are your winners, the team of CM Punk, AJ Styles, Bron Breaker, and Grayson Waller.
So, yeah, I've been very much into hockey land this past week or so, I would say, too. So that also adds to it. But there's a 3 o'clock game, so I'm like, I'm going to film a couple videos and then test out some editing software and that sort of thing. Because it is crazy raining outside, and what else am I going to do? So, I mean, there's that. Either way around, we won the match. Look at our lovely team. Let's keep things moving along. We won the match. Love to see it. And we're slowly but surely making our way, just in general, with the points and towards these challenges, which is great. You'll love to see it. Alrighty, so do we get... Well, nobody really took any damage except for CM Punk, so... I mean, as tempting as it is to add either Dom or Ray to the roster, I think we're good to go with our extra points. But, over here... Well, I mean, we could go here and then drop down to 3, and then... Okay, I think this might work out pretty well, but just to play safe... I always go with the lose 10% one because it just makes the most sense to me. Alright, who's going to drop? I think AJ dropped. See, it didn't really go down even that much. So we've got 3v3 up next, and then after that, if we win this match, we'll go down to the Heart Vitality option, and then go to the Strength one, then we get 2v2. So it's really not going to be too bad, hopefully. I mean, this is going to be another ladder match, right? Yep, it's a freaking ladder match. Go team! Alright, so we're going to put AJ and Grayson on the team with us. We're reserving Bron Breaker for just, like, destroying people at some point. I don't know. Well, this is an interesting collection of people. We got the Demon Finn Balor. We've got Joe Gacy. And we got Trick versus Grayson, AJ, and Punk. Okay, perfect. Well, I mean, we got the ladder. Oh, seriously? I was trying to get the ladder set up, Finn. Come on. Boo. Boo. Okay, that's cool. That's totally cool. See, this is one big gripe I have about this mode. It's because a lot of it is just like these ladder matches, right? Well, I mean, or a TLC match, but I mean the concept is there, right? AJ, please set up the ladder. Thank you. We appreciate you, AJ. We appreciate you. Alright, let me get him out of the ring so you can climb the ladder. I'll take care of Joe Gacy over here. Grayson's doing a good job with Finn. And AJ is understanding his assignment here. So, that's good. I'll get Joe Gacy out of the ring. And this is how you do it. Or at least it's how I do it, because I just much prefer not to do all the ladder climbing, and there we go. So, we did it! Yay! Okay, we won the match. Go team. But see, that's a team effort though. Like, you have one person that's doing the heavy lifting on getting the ladder and climbing up the ladder. And then you have, like, everybody else just like, hey, like, we'll hold down the fort while you're getting the briefcase or whatever, right? Oh, that's amazing. I think we have room for one more match and, you know, we'll sort of go from there. We might be able to complete the run, or at least this wave anyway. So we'll have to see what unfolds here, but we did it, people. We absolutely did it. We won the match. And we got 160 points, so again, we are slowly but surely getting there. Okay, so we're going to go with the 38 Faction War credits too. And the Faction War credits, you can actually accumulate those pretty quickly too in general. So I think that's pretty helpful because, like, you know, you get more cards that way too. And then we will drop down here. Yeah, I mean, everybody's still looking pretty good, so we'll do 150. We'll do 150 here. And then we got 2v2 coming up. So if we take a look at the run summary, you can also see, like, how many total credits you have too, and that really helps out because typically if you get at least somewhere between like 3 to 5,000, then you can get another card. And so I'm kind of, again, just working on those smaller amounts first and then working our way up. So that'll be cool if we can get to that amount, but we'll see. We will definitely see. But we've got 2v2 coming up next, so let's see what happens here. Once again, we'll just have Punk and AJ kind of do this one. We'll, you know, leave Bron and Grayson for the finale, if you will. Okay, so we got Sheamus and Xavier Woods. Definitely an interesting combination. But, I mean, hey, it makes sense, right? I mean, none of these teams have made much sense. Or they have, like, that one person where it's like, oh, no, Sheamus, don't you dare. Well, he's sending me over the top rope. Nope. No one, actually, hang on a second here. Can I? Sheamus! I'm trying to get the ladder. That's how we win this thing. Like, understand the assignment here. Perfect. There we go. See, we understand our assignment. We're at least bringing in the ladder. We're doing a quick little taunt or two, just, you know, to kind of do our thing. I don't know why we're just doing push-ups, but okay, that works. I really should have just let Sheamus just like set up the ladder right there. That would have made sense. Look at us countering. Look at us countering. Oh, you should have seen the match that we had with, oh god, I wish I would have filmed this match earlier because it was so good. We were playing the live event with Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker. We were playing as Braun Breaker against Roman Reigns. And it was so good. I kept countering everything. Y'all would have been so proud of me. Because I'm just notoriously awful at, like, counters. We've established this. Alright, AJ, go climb the ladder. This is the plan. This is the way. Nope, Sheamus, nope. You're staying, nope. Oh no. Oh, seriously? I mean, hey, it was a good thought. We tried, AJ. We tried. I'm sorry, AJ. Gotta get some damage in on Xavier Woods right here. And that way we get the points for that. Okay, AJ's got the ladder set up. See, something like this is a little bit more manageable, right? Because it's only like 2 people. Oh, seriously, Sheamus, get out of here. But it's also stressful. Oh, God. Okay. Punk, get back up on your feet. Punk, get up. Thank you. AJ, I'll take care of Sheamus. Oh, God. Oh my god, we just countered that. Okay, AJ just took care of Sheamus. Perfect. AJ, what are we doing? Go and get the briefcase, AJ. Just get the briefcase. For me, for all of us, because I can't be bothered. Well, we got a "This is awesome" chant here at NXT, so that's quite awesome indeed. I'll take care of Xavier. I got this, y'all. Oh, okay. I was trying to go for the GTS, but okay, that works with me too. Thanks, AJ. We appreciate you. See, this is why we just need to keep AJ on the roster at this point. Just taking care of the briefcase.
Here are your winners, the team of CM Punk and AJ Styles.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my god. We still got one more match to go through, and I think we'll actually do it. We'll do the final match for this, like, part, or this stage, rather. I think that's how we worded it, right? But either way, we won the match. How many points did we get? 183. So, again, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, I just went with the points and forgot to, like, really elaborate on our decision. But we have the treasure trove right here. Okay, so the side plates, okay, so that's pin escape. We don't really have too many pin escapes too often. Or, neither one of these really work out all that well, right? Let's go ahead and give this one to Broad Breaker, because, well, that just makes sense, I think. In my brain, it makes sense. But we've made it to the final match of this sort of stage. Yeah, stage. I'm like, is it stage or wave? Like, which one is this? Alrighty, here we go, people. Let's do it. Alrighty, people, we've got the Spinebusters, so that's exciting. So we've got Punk and Triple H to kick things off here. Typically when you beat one of the faction bosses, faction war bosses, like, you basically get to pick somebody out of that group, and then it's like, you replace somebody on your team. So that's why we're picking Punk, because everybody else doesn't really have that much damage, which is great. That's exactly what we need. So, yeah, like, it's a pretty straightforward mode in a lot of ways. You have to be a little strategic, and that's okay. I like how they at least kind of keep things fresh with, like, you know, 2v2s and 3v3s, and sometimes you even get a one-on-one match from time to time, which is nice, too. So, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and, you know, I'm saying this as, I mean, it's kind of the tail end of it, right? But, yeah, I hope everyone's kind of enjoyed this. A nice little, like, change of pace a little bit here. You'll love to see it. Going in for the submission. Alrighty, so he can't come back in there. Love to see that. Count him out, ref. We're going for the pin right here. See, like, we're sort of just maneuvering around things at this point. I'm okay with that. Oh, counter. Oh, I didn't get the counter that time, but that's okay. Okay, we got a 1 count there. We're doing pretty decent. Love to see that too. No! Okay, well, Batista's in here now, but that's okay. We'll still be able to do some damage. I say as we got a counter. Everything's fine! And, yeah, this is going to be our 25th Faction Wars boss. Then we're only 5 away from the achievement. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's my focus for this week at this point, because the live events just, they feel next to impossible sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, right? Like, I'll probably get the Roman Reigns one, hopefully, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, Robert Roode's in here now. Also love to see that. Talk about glorious. Alright, Punk with the counter right there. Also love to see that too. Again, we're just going in with the strikes, because that's a tried and true method. I think that's how the saying goes. I think that's it. GTS into the cover. That's okay. Just, we gotta keep doing our thing. That way everybody kind of just runs into the ring and they get the little X above the nameplate. Oh, there we go. You'll love to see that too, right? Dude, it is like bright and sunny out, and we just had a whole bunch of rain come in. Like, what is this? What is even happening at this point? That's fine.
Here are your
Nothing is
winners,
making sense.
the team of CM Punk, AJ Styles, Bron Breaker, and Grayson Waller.
We did it, people! We completed a Faction Wars stage in one video, and you love to see it. But I hope that this actually helps, you know, a little bit, because, like, sometimes when you go through this, it's like, okay, cool, like, there's just a lot going on, right? But, you know, I think this all worked out pretty well. We got 210 points. But look at that, Faction Conquer, defeat 25 Faction Wars bosses. We're halfway to this one down here, and we made a little dent into this as well. Again, every point counts at this point. 25. Oh my god, look at how many faction tokens we have, or whatever. Look at how many tokens we're at. We're up to 72. Alrighty, I think we are going to go ahead and tag out Punk, and we're going to replace him with Triple H. Aerial Master, I think we'll just do that, because, like, I mean, hey, we have an extra 225, like, Faction Wars tokens, so that's kind of cool. We'll go ahead and give this one to AJ. It's only for one match, but I feel like that just, you know, that adds up. So, kind of looking at this one could go a couple different directions, though. Because, like, realistically, you could go there and then move through there and then go towards that little chest or whatever. Then you get the one-on-one match. But yeah, it looks like you only have, like, a couple of matches if you do it right in this little portion of good old MyFaction. Yeah, you only get, like, 2 matches for most of these options, I think. Or many of these options, anyway. But, you know, on that note, we're kind of just going to go ahead. How many tokens do we have? Well, let's actually kind of go through at least a couple more of these little nodes. We'll do that. And then we'll do the 30 credits, I think, because every little bit helps. Oh, Bron took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. But I think we are good to go there. So yeah, going over to the Faction Wars Exchange, we have 2,900 credits. And this all adds up. So they have the rotating cards. These are like 3,200 points. A lot of these permanent cards are like 4,000 to 3,000. It's like 3,000 to 4,000 points. So yeah, you can kind of see there. And then the unlockable bosses, these range from 3 to 5,000. So right now we're kind of just working our way through these down here and going after these like 3,000 point cards. I think that makes sense because many of them are already unlocked, and I feel like that just makes logical sense. Most of them are unlocked, so I mean that all works out, and that's what we're going with. I think we're going to go in order over here. So we already have the 50 tokens for the Sapphire card, which is exciting. I think we're probably going to end up just going in order, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get Shayna Baszler for 50 points. So we got another card. And we are 6 cards away until we level up on the collector's level. So that is very exciting. So I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of Good Old MyFaction. We've made some progress. It might not look like it, but I feel like we've made a lot of progress in general. We're, again, still working on those, you know, Superstar Series 1 cards and just kind of going from there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get notifications around here and that sort of thing. And make sure to check out all the links down in the description box down below too. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.